Let's go ahead and get started. Greetings and salutations. How y'all doing? Dave Duford here from the Dig Agency. It's a pleasure to have you on today's broadcast, where we're going to be talking about specifically CRMs and what the best CRM is for insurance agents, talking about how to set it up, expectations, and return on investment. So the reason I'm putting this video together is that I've been in this business since 2011. And the demands and requirements I think that one needs in order to be successful have changed. I started off as an old-fashioned face-to-face agent, door knocking with real lead cards and organizing everything in a Google sheet. If that sounds like you, raise your hand. I'm right there with you. So, but things have changed. As many of you here are probably telesales agents. You have either never experienced what it was like selling face-to-face, and now we're selling remotely. At least in our agency, 90% are. And what I've discovered in building a telesales team with our highest production, I think, being a little bit over 2 million, that you have to have a CRM, ladies and gentlemen. It is non-negotiable. In order to be successful selling final expense, really any insurance these days, especially remote, but arguably in person too, you have to have a way to organize and control the information from your clients, your leads, the outcomes of what happens, what time to call them back, et cetera, if you want to maximize your profitability. And so what we're going to be doing today, of course, is going over why a CRM is important, setting up expectations with the CRM. I'm going to tell you a lot about how we've developed our internal CRM at the Dig Agency and what we've learned through this process of the implementation, what to expect from a broader note as an agency, but also individually for the agent as well. Because yeah, it's not necessarily a point and click solution, although the goal is to make it as simple as possible to execute. So you got to have some kind of like realistic expectations about getting started, what to expect in order to make the most out of it. So again, if you've never met me, which I think most of you have, but I will, my name is Dave Duford. I own the Dig Agency. I've been here since 2011, first as an agent selling final expense, now as an agency owner, really for the past 11 years, with a specialty in final expense. We now focus predominantly in the final expense telesale space. We do have some agents who sell face-to-face still. But our specialty is this. It's all I've really ever done. I understand the business experientially, as well as carriers, leads, et cetera. And yeah, so that's a little bit about myself. So let's first start off with, I think, what the benefits are of using a CRM in the insurance industry. So again, most of you here are probably telesales, I would imagine. And the ability to organize your time is critical for your success. And what you'll find happen that you really didn't have as much of when the old school way of selling face to face was the case, is you have a lot more leads that you have to work. Most of you are probably working Facebook leads or some kind of data lead or internet lead, you're probably working dozens, if not sometimes 50, 100 plus leads every single week. And you've got to dial those leads. You've got to figure out how to organize those leads to call them back because they won't always necessarily be there. And you got to be in a position where you can efficiently and effectively work through those leads. Because at the end of the day, I think the point of having a CRM is about making money. There's a lot of, as you'll see as we go through a CRM and how it works, there's a lot of like features and benefits to it that are useful. But remember, the sole purpose of this is optimizing your ability to make money, okay? And it's important that you set your CRM up the right way, with the right tools, et cetera. We'll go over that more a little bit later in order to optimize this ability. Because if you don't, the outcome is that you're in that pool like I was, where you're working a Google spreadsheet and you're not effectively working your leads. You're not getting to them as fast, and you're not making sales you otherwise would have made. And invariably what that means is that without a CRM, you're in a position of moving slower against the competition, the other agents who are watching this, other agents who are out there selling the same leads. If the client has requested multiple leads online, which they do, you really don't want to be a laggard. And a CRM accelerates the process and puts you in a place to where, again, you can sell more of those leads faster. Also, CRM enhances the client relationship and retention. I'll give you a little example of how we mean. So in our CRM, we're putting together a process post-sale to automate a letter that goes out to the client after they're sold, thanking them for their business, that has the headshot of the agent on the letter, and then also asks for referrals. So number one, with a good CRM, with the automations properly set up, you can differentiate the outcome of the sale better and improve versus 95% of what other agents do. And of course, that's going to do what? Help with retention, help with the relationship. You can also, with a good CRM, automate text messages to go out on a regular basis to follow up with your clients to make sure that they're happy or answer any questions they have or to ask for referrals, right? And you can do this after it's properly set up without you having to think about or do anything, which is the critical element here, guys. Because if you have to manually, the other option is to manually sit down, mail a letter out. Does anybody do that anymore? Or sit down and type out a text message and send that out. That's less time that you have on the phone doing what? Trying to make money, right? So again, this is one of the benefits of CRMs is automating these processes. We all know we should do, but really don't ever get around to it in order to get more bang for our buck. And again, streamlining operations and increasing efficiency. Again, as we've talked about, just nuance throughout this, the only other option you have is to do this stuff manually. That takes away from your time and ability to sell and make sales and close business. So setting expectations with your CRM here, this is important here because I have discovered this as we have moved and I think allowed our business to grow up to a certain extent, is that any type of new technology or format or whatever it is that you're doing, there's going to be a lot of upfront investment. It's a lot of front-loaded process, okay? CRMs aren't just something you switch the button on and then you start making money. That would be nice if that was the case, but they're usually not. It takes time to get used to the CRM, the platform itself. It takes time to get all the automation set up. Now, as you'll discover here a little bit further, there's ways to minimize that and hasten the process. But understand that in order to make a CRM work the most effective, you have to be willing to invest your time up front with the understanding it's going to take time to adapt and become comfortable with it, with the long-term objective of actually seeing a lot more return from it. Okay. And this is true really of any tech. It's true of really starting the insurance business, right? Like you got to invest all this upfront time, getting used to the script, getting used to the business. CRMs are no different. So want to make sure that's clear to you guys, because if it wasn't said, then we would be leaving out a critical element. So, but the things to keep in mind with that is that number one, the cost benefit of this is tremendous. Yes, you got to put that time in up front to get used to the technology. Yes, you got to put the time in to become comfortable with it. But the outcome of all of this long term is really what you're going for. Again, I'll give you an example. We have an automated appointment setting AI bot on our CRM. We call her Grace. And she works in the background, setting all of this stuff up with the agent's leads to set them up to an appointment or to get them interested at least. There's a couple of different variations we can do here. That whole process in doing that took a while. We had different iterations to try out, to experiment with it, to program Chat GPT or whatever we're using now in order to get the prompts correctly so that the AI would interact in a like human way and not an awkward like robotic way, right? So all of that is very time consuming, but then the outcome of this is our agents now are in a position to where they're getting appointments set for them in the background without ever thinking about it. They're reinitiating old leads that may otherwise have been not interested, or maybe you tried to reach them and they didn't pick up, or just getting these people to respond to text messages, warming them up for the eventual phone call. And again, this is the absolute benefit of using a CRM and the long-term value and growth potential. And again, time investment for setting up your CRM. Again, the initial setup is what's the most, I think probably the most time consuming. Again, we'll talk about here in a minute about how to overcome that and make it a little bit more simpler. And then the ongoing management, there's always going to be some level of ongoing management in order to tweak maybe the script that you use on following up with leads. But a lot of the management is very, very low volume in our experience once you have it set up correctly. So it's not necessarily something on a CRM that's going to be constantly time consuming. It's not even like a Facebook lead management campaign. You're always having to test different copy. For example, with Facebook marketing, split test. Some things work, some things don't. There's never a set it or and forget it moment with that type of setup. But with a CRM, for example, much less ongoing management, in our opinion. And I think the last thing before we kind of make a little transition here and talk more specific with CRMs and how they work, we're going to bring on somebody that's been in the CRM game for a very long time. I think it's realistic to have a CRM fully understood by you, easily navigatable, easily within 30 days, probably 15 days, if you actually have a system that is set up to walk you through it, to onboard you correctly, some sort of support in the background to help answer your questions about the CRM. These are kind of the differentiating elements to a lot of the CRMs out there, is how much support are you getting? Or is there people there to help answer your questions, to get past that pain in the beginning that a lot of people experience just adapting to something new, a new piece of technology. So with that said, I'm going to transition here, and I wanted to make this a little more practical for you today. So to help illustrate what we're talking about today, what it would actually look like, I have Alex Braining here. Hey, Alex, how you doing today?
Hey, what's up, David? So nice to be here, man. Thank
Yeah,
you.
man, thank you. And he's going to walk us through an illustration of the power of using a CRM, using his CRM called Agent CRM. You may have seen this before. Agent CRM has been serving insurance agents with tech solutions for over 5 years. And I hope a tour of this system helps you visualize how a CRM actually can benefit you and help you get your business set up. And I wanted to highlight Agent CRM because of their great support options. I think this is, as you'll discover, a huge benefit of using their CRM over other ones that are out there, as they continue to innovate and improve their CRM. And I definitely feel comfortable. If you're not working with the dig agency, we have a separate CRM that we recommend dig agents work with. But if you don't work with us, which many of you don't here who are watching, this is definitely a solution that you can purchase on your own without joining our agency, that I think is very good and does the job. So let me call in Alex here to get you acquainted with Agent CRM. Alex, how you doing?
Hey, thank you so much, David. I really appreciate the introduction, and I love your story that you were sharing about what a CRM has done for you. And I'm going to bring on my COO, Will, in just a moment. But there's a couple of points I want to make about CRMs, having been in the business for a long time. You know, number one, the key is to find a solution that helps you as the agent make more money. You know, there's data organization, and that's important. You know, there's things that you can do like building funnels, and that's fun, especially for those of you like me who love the marketing side of it. But at the end of the day, the best CRM is the one that helps you make more sales, the one that helps you build your business and saves you time, right? You want to use technology to replace yourself, kind of like the dig agency used Grace to replace a manual appointment center, right? And so I'm going to show you Agent CRM. We're going to do a very quick walkthrough. The goal for this practical demonstration of Agent CRM is not to go really deep in the weeds. It's to make an example of what a CRM can do for you. I'm going to have Will go through some of these high-level points here. And then after we show you Agent CRM, we've actually put together a fun offer for those of you that are on this webinar or watching the replay. We've got a special just for y'all. So without further ado, I'm going to actually bring on my man Will here. We're going to add him to the conversation and spotlight him and give him the floor. So Will, I would love it if you would just quickly introduce yourself and then take over from here, and let's show Agent CRM off and demonstrate how it can help these agents make more money.
Yeah, definitely. For you guys, you've already been aware, I am the COO of Agent CRM. I take care of the operations. I make sure the bones, the structure, the support experience is there to help people thrive. But my background, I was actually a photographer once upon a time. And then I became a coach. I went through a coaching program. I thought, these are my passions. Wouldn't it be great to make a lot of money? And I probably signed up for 3, 4, maybe 5 CRMs myself in that time, because I knew I'm a business owner. A business owner should have a CRM. And I can tell you my investment, my belief in the time it took to set up Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it does not matter how complicated or how simple the setup process for a CRM is. It's like learning a new language. It's like, okay, I need to set time aside. I need to actually believe this is worth it. I started those trials. I probably put in on each CRM that I tried half an hour. That's the honest truth about my investment in CRMs before working with Agent CRM. But I'd love to just get a pulse before I dive in here. Some of you, you're already with a CRM. Some of you, you are not. And I just want to know who I'm talking to here. So if you can see in the Zoom chat, let's just punch this in. Where are you at? I have a CRM, or I do not have a CRM. I'd love for you to just comment, tag the emoji itself so it can tally up. Not to shame you guys, there's a little poo emoji. But this is the next step of business development. For those of you who are thinking, whoa, I need to get up my game. Not me, I have a CRM. Seeing a little bit of both. I'm seeing a few tallied up for no CRM. So what I'll try to do is just communicate in a way that just takes out some of the nerdy tech talk. We're talking about split tests, and some of you are like, what's a split test? You can get as deep in the weeds as you want here, but this is what our CRM looks like behind the scenes. Can y'all see this? Make sure I'm in the right place. Okay, so this is the dashboard. Translated, what is a CRM? Customer relationship management. It's a tool just to track and organize your leads. That's the bare minimum. And having inbox, Gmail inbox, that is not a management system. A spreadsheet, that's kind of there, but really people are slipping through the cracks. And we need to know, how are we doing as a business? How are our contacts doing? How are our clients? How are our leads doing? So we have at the very front of it a dashboard that just breaks down, yo, what's happening in my business? Let's take a pulse right now. I'm not gonna dive any deeper into this other than to say everything that I'm showing you today is fully customizable. And that's gonna just help me transition to my next point, because one of the biggest challenges is, how do I get up and running? And I'm hoping that if you are currently with a CRM, that you have some tools available like what I'm gonna show you that just make it a little bit easier. For example, one of the benefits of Agent CRM is that you get websites included. We actually have a fully fledged website builder and hoster. For example, this is a little mini website I built for myself. I'm not an insurance advisor. I just want to show an example of using this platform. So here's my credentials. Here's how I can help you. I have 50 years of experience. I moisturize. That's why I look as young as I am. But this is just a way to showcase your credibility. So these are features. We're talking about features right now. Here's another one. Here's Alex. Yeah, and Alex is not a licensed insurance agent, but we're just demonstrating. You can see that he's personalized it. And you might be thinking, oh, wow, I want something like that because I'm sending people to some, janky website that maybe has a really messed up URL and it doesn't look professional as I know I want to show off. So what we've done with Agent CRM is we've taken all these different tools and we've built this customizer. So I'm not going to fill out every step, but let's just say, you know what? Let's build one for David right now. Let's go into the customizer and let's say we're going to upload here. You just punch it in all in one place. I can keep most of that as is. I'm also a graphic designer, so I have a little bit of fun with the visuals. Let's go. Punch it in. David is a rock star dude. And then we need a bio for David. So let's go to ChatGPT. Write me a brief bio for David Duford from Dig Agency. What has ChatGPT got for us? Oh, it looks pretty legit. Let's punch that in there. We're just uploading the system. We got a logo. Let's find his logo. Dig Agency. Dig Agency. Now, I want to use some colors. I want to brand it So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an image of David that I've prepared. I really like that red. Maybe you guys already have your colors picked out, but we're trying to just show you, hey, check it out. We're going to copy main color. Let's take the blue from his jacket. That's a nice blue. I know he's got a logo blue, but this is just quick, for example. Submit. And one last thing we'll put in here. Let's just throw 1 or 2 testimonials, because you guys, if you don't have testimonials, that's definitely a next step growth here. Alexander L. I see you there. Whoops. We're going to throw Stephen P. I see you there. Take my money. Yeah. And Alex. What a solid dude. Just to give you some examples, I've punched this in. I could go a lot more in depth, but that's just to showcase here. Now, if I hit refresh, I was testing this earlier. Check it out. David is a rock star dude. His brand colors at the top. All the buttons have been customized. Everything has been fitted with his information. I didn't enter in all the fields. That's why there's a little bit blank here. But I didn't have to go in. I don't need to learn about websites. I don't need to learn about margins and spacings and HTML. I just have to punch in a form, and right away, everything is updated. I missed a field. That's why it doesn't say his name there. But you can see that everything has been pre-created to just fast track your experience. If it might have taken 2 months, 3 months, now it takes, half an hour. That's what we're trying to go for here.
And that
Alex,
customizer also impacts your emails that you have sent out. It impacts the text messages. So you fill out that customizer, and we have pre-built marketing campaigns for pretty much every single insurance product that's out there. We're going to focus on final expense today, but once you have filled out this customizer, then it dribbles all the way down: websites, emails, texts, everything related to your marketing system, from the time that they become a new lead to the onboarding of that client onward. And we have everything built out and ready to go. That customizer, you plug that in and change it one time, and now it sets it up so that the entire system is ready to go. You can still go in and modify it. We'll show you how to do that, but I wanted to show you how quickly you can get set up and start making money using a CRM. This is no longer a very time-intensive process with the tools that you have in Agent CRM that you can't find anywhere else.
Yeah. So let's talk about that next step, because this is kind of the flow of how does someone become aware of you? They build a little bit of trust, and then they opt in. So imagine you're just on the system, scrolling down here. There's going to be a form. I'll punch in my name. Check it off. So I've said, yo, David, can you send me some information? I'm actually super interested. So I've filled in his form. I've filled in your form. What's going to happen is a contact is going to be created inside of your system. You can see we've been doing a bunch of tests here, but right away, a new contact has been added. I can see where that contact came from. Let's just check briefly the profile thing. I've been messing around, so you can see all the pages I've visited. You can see the forms I've submitted. I can track the conversation. Now, this is not going to work because the account is not registered. There's a phone registration process that we've streamlined and help with people. I haven't even set that up on the back end, but the point is the whole stream of emails, texts, calls, everything is saved and recorded in one place. You can manually interact. You can make calls right through the system. You can upload information, documents, files to this one place. So that's what it would look like for a text message thread. But what gets really cool, this is the exciting part of a CRM, is the AI and automation. So remember, I just filled in that form. Some of you, what's happening right now, you're buying a batch of leads. You just get a spreadsheet, call them whenever you want. Hopefully you don't forget about them while they cool down. What happens within our system is we've got automations already built out for you. So when someone submits that form, I've got a different form here. Contact us would be the right one. When someone submits that form, right away, some administrative things happen. We add a tag. That's a final expense lead. We need to categorize them. We put them into a pipeline, which helps you see what stage are they at. I'll show you that in a moment. But we even have notifications. Like right away, David would get a text and an email, and it would say, yo, David, a new lead is just filled in your form right now. Also, I'm going to get, I filled in the form, I'm going to get a text. Hey, Will Winter, this is what's called a custom value. You leave these exactly as they are, and it will autofill them with the contact details or, for example, the calendar. Remember the customizer I just showed you? There's a step for calendars. So I don't have to go into each email and make all those changes. I put it in there, and it automatically draws it into the message. So, hey, thanks for requesting a final expense quote with me, blah, blah, blah. Grab a call with me on my calendar right away. So I don't have to worry about neglecting this lead. I don't have to worry about them cooling down or moving on to someone else, clicking on someone else's ad. The system is nurturing and developing them for you, even while you're on vacation, even while you are in the middle of another call. This is about multiplying your impact by setting up smart systems, not just to make more money. That's definitely a motivation enough for a lot of us. But the clients and leads we serve, this is next level service because they can move forward with their needs, even while I can't get to them personally. Imagine the amount of time, even time savings is another big thing. A lot of you've been doing insurance for a while, doing final expense, and you might be thinking, man, I hate this spreadsheet junk. Like it's something I wish I could not do in my week. Maybe we can automate that. So what can we offload so that when you show up to your workday, you're spending time doing things that actually make you money and that you actually love to do? With AI, with technology like Agent CRM or some of the systems that you're using, this is all the kind of things that you want to be putting into place. So emails, text messages, we'll show you here. Thank you so much for filling in my form to request a quote. I'm excited to work with you. Here's a step, jump in my calendar. And then as soon as they book themselves, appointment reminders go to them. You don't even have to worry about it until you show up Monday morning. Oh, look, in half an hour, I have an appointment. Let's go. Anything you want to add to this, Alex?
You know, the key for this is you can set up a workflow and you can set it and forget it. So as new leads come in, whether you're buying leads and importing them, or you connect this workflow to your Facebook page or your Instagram profile, as leads come in, you have these things automatically working for you so you don't have to think about it. One of the other things I love, Will, to show you is we have a version of Grace. David mentioned his AI bot setter. We have a version of that is already set up and ready to rock and roll for you. So you have to customize it. You have to give it your own tone. But we have that set up and ready to go. So I think that would be the next step to like show them what is in Agent CRM, what's available to me, what are the tools that are in there. Agent AI is one of our latest innovations that we have, and we have got this fully dialed in for insurance agents specifically. So let's show them what Agent AI is all about.
Yeah, what I'm going to do at the same time, I'm going to send some of you, there's a really great video that's going to go a lot more in depth on this page here, Agent AI demo. We have our developer, Lily, who did a phenomenal job, blew my mind about what the tool could do. So if you are like, AI is my thing, I know I'm missing out, I know other agents are getting ahead, feel free to click that link. Just open a tab, forget it for now. You can dive deeper into what AI means for your business. But in terms of the AI interactions itself, what we're doing is we're creating, let's see, I might have to switch accounts to show that. It's actually not installed on this account. Account for videos. Did not come as prepared to demo that specific feature. But essentially what we have is a native tool that just allows you to share, what is my bot? Bob, if you have an account that you're aware of with the AI setup, feel free to throw that in the chat. But essentially what we're doing is we're giving the bot a personality. We give it some guidelines like, hey, if I was to hire someone, that's a question you'd ask. If I was to hire someone as my receptionist, what kind of personality would I hope they have? They're professional, they're nurturing, but they are, to the point. So we're able to create a personality for these bots right in the system. On one of my other accounts, I would just have a button. I'd click it, I'd throw in that information, and that would just tell the bot, here's how I want you to interact with my contacts. With Agent AI, we also have a full FAQ section. So what should a bot know about final expense? We upload that file to the bot, and you can even just include your website link. If some of you have a website, you just say, copy website link, paste, bot, learn this website, and that's what you're going to reference as you engage with your clients. So for like a more full deep dive into this, I want to make sure we take time for the other features as well. This is one of the breakthrough features we're going to dive even deeper into. But Alex, what do you want to add to the AI piece itself?
The Agent AI is compliant. So if you're looking at this going, man, is it going to give price quotes? Is it going to get me in trouble? The answer is no. We know how to program Agent AI so that it is compliant. It does not get you in trouble. It knows the rules and guidelines for you. It's also connected directly to your Agent CRM calendar. So when you are interacting with Agent AI, kind of like this example here, where it's messaging John Doe. You can send out a text message and then say, when they respond, use Agent AI to carry on the conversation. So the initial email, or the initial text goes out to your new Facebook lead. Hey, John, I saw you just entered the form of my Facebook. I would love to connect with you. Can we chat tomorrow? Or would the next day work better? And they say, tomorrow's good. Well, Agent AI can actually read your calendar and in natural human language say, great, I have availability tomorrow at 9 a.m. or 1 p.m. What works better for you? They reply, 1 p.m. is good. Agent AI knows, cool, they're talking about tomorrow. They're talking about 1 p.m. We already have John's phone number. We have his name. So we're just going to schedule the appointment without him having to fill out a form. We have seen the number of appointments from leads go up over 30% just by using this natural human language AI bot instead of a Calendly-like link. So Agent AI, just implementing that is going to help you set more appointments and get more appointments that actually show up on the scheduled time. So again, one of the biggest questions we get, is this compliant for insurance? The answer is yes. We have it so that it is fully compliant for insurance. It will not get you in trouble when you use this. Inside of our free Agent AI guide, where we kind of walk you through setting it up, we give you some ways to really make it fun, like what David's done by giving it a name. There's some great things that you can do to really take this to the next level. We can help you set the whole thing up as a part of our support. So, but Agent AI is incredible and it is the future. It is not just something that sounds cool. Man, that's going to be fun someday. No, it's available right now in Agent CRM for you to use.
Yeah. I think what I want to highlight, some of you have joined because of David Duford, and we're obviously a business. We obviously want your money, but at the heart of it, we actually want you guys to find tools that work for you and help you thrive with your business. If that's your own CRM, awesome. But I hope that what we're showing you is that we know your industry and we know the tools that you'll need to succeed. There's so many stats about what does it take to close a lead. Even the first 5 minutes, I believe it was Forbes did a study on what happens in the first 5 minutes, your chance of qualifying and closing a lead, 5 minutes. If you guys are buying leads and they were from a week ago, even from a few days ago, your money, it's like a car. You buy a car, you take it off the lot, your car starts losing value. That's what's happening with your leads when you don't have a CRM that's using tools like we're showing you. One is the AI. It's a chat GPT trained model. The other is just automations. Those two together help to maximize the value of your interactions so that you're actually making the most of your leads, making the most of your client opportunities, whether it's a cross sell, whether it's a referral campaign, whether it's just gathering testimonials, follow-up emails. All of this can be plugged in to take your system, to take your business to the next level, doing things that I should probably be doing that, but I don't have time. This is where a CRM comes in. This is where Agent CRM really shines, because we've built out what we know that your industry needs. Now I've uploaded some content. I do want to show the click and play assets, Alex, just to highlight here, whether it's final expense or otherwise, we've got bundles, we've got individual assets where you just have to, final expense there, ACA, you just import it, boom, it's ready, fill in the customizer and send it to your audience. Those are some of the features that we've tried to make it easy. I don't know if you had planned to share our vision statement at some point, Alex, but one of the things that we've just hoped to do is make cutting edge technology seamlessly available to agents, because it's fantastic to have great tools, but if you can't use them, bummer. So that's what we're hoping to do is bridging the gap between what is wonderful breakthrough, fantastic next level futuristic technology, making it accessible for everyday agents, just like many of you on this call today.
You don't have to be a website designer. You don't have to understand funnels. You don't need to be an email copywriter, because we've got things set up for your specific insurance product. And this click and play, all of these assets in the click and play are included with Agent CRM. Every single one. You can add multiple. Most of our agents sell multiple products. And so we encourage you to use as many of these things as you want. We add new assets on a regular basis. We just added one this morning called the renewal funnel. We added that to our click and play. So that's in there. So, we're listening to you. We're hearing, hey, man, I wish I really had, this new asset. I wish I had this workflow set up or this funnel. We add it to our queue. We have a development team, and all they do is build for us internally, setting things up so that our agents can use them and modify them. And they're all connected to the customizer, which means that when you import these new assets, they immediately have your colors, your brand, your name, but they work to accomplish the goal that, for example, like the renewal funnel is set up so that when the time comes for that, it's at the month 11, it's time for that policy to renew. Boom, we send them out a quick text and call to say, hey, your policy is coming up for renewal. I would love to schedule a time to make sure that you still have the best policy for you and your family. Let's set up a time to talk. They click on that link, they go to the renewal funnel. In the renewal funnel, they schedule a time to talk to you. Boom, and you don't have to build it. You don't have to think about the workflow. None of that. All you have to do is import it from our click and play library into your account, make sure that it looks good to you, and then add people to that workflow, and the system just does the rest. You'll start to see appointments on your calendar from people who have signed up to go over their policy with you and make sure that it's still good. This helps you with client retention. We're proactive. We want to keep working with you, not only to build your business and help you make more money, but also retain the clients that you have. So as Will going through this, you can see just the vast number of different assets that we have set up for you, that we are thinking ahead and building to help you make more money and keep the money flowing in. So one of the things I'd love to showcase is the pipelines, and then let's talk about the support. One of the questions we're getting is, how do you help me set this up?
Yeah. So this here, what I'm showing you is what a pipeline looks like. At the heart of a CRM, when someone says a CRM, this is really one of the main features they're talking about. A way to track what stage of the relationship is this person in. So For example, someone filled in that form. Let's just manually create one. We can automatically create them, but let's just throw in Bill. Let's throw Bill Rose in there. Just throw an email. Create. So someone comes into the system. Oh, email 2. Someone comes into the system. We're going to have, 20, 30, 40, 500, however many people you have in your system. We really need to figure out how can we not lose track of them. So for example, Bill here, he just signed up for a quote. Now he hasn't booked yet. Remember I showed you that first automation was all about, can we get them into our calendar? So Bill comes in here. What's happening right now? He's getting text messages. He's getting emails from my system. Hopefully he books himself. I can still go in as the agent. I can just make a call. There's a call button if I uploaded a phone number. But if Bill books a call, his card is going to automatically move to the next stage. Now, I've only got one contact in here, but you can imagine as I've got 50 plus contacts, it's really nice to see, okay, they're in this stage, they're in this stage. I made a call to him personally and he didn't pick up. I called him twice. Oh, we just had our appointment. He moves to talked with, sent a proposal. Now, as you can see, I'm manually dragging him around. I can say I've won him, I've lost him, we just gave up. But what is really neat, yes, you can manually change, but behind the scenes, there's a whole engine that's taking place. For example, if I just closed Bill, Bill, I'm a stellar closer, and you just bought from me. I can drag to bot, and it can send him an email that, wait 1 day or wait half a day, and it sends you an email automatically. Hey, Bill, thanks so much for the call today. Really appreciate our time together and looking forward to providing you the best service. If you ever need anything, please reply, I'm your man. I didn't have to type that up. I didn't have to manually send them. I've got a template. It populates and fills in his name. I just dragged a bot, whoop, emails off, and now he's taken care of. And maybe 6 months later or 1 year later, an automated message sends, hey, Bill, this is Will Winter, just checking in on you. I want to make sure you have any other needs. Here's some other ways I can help you, but I'm your guy. Let me know if you need anything. Or referral campaigns. All of that's happening behind the system, but kind of the homepage of where is a client, where is a lead, is the pipeline stage. If you've got separate products, throw in different products. Maybe you're an agency, you do recruiting. You can toggle between, and you'll have an intelligent, clearly organized view. Every CRM should have something like this as a basic feature, but where Agent CRM takes it to the next level is that every system tool is integrated. So text messages, emails, voicemail drops, they all weave together to create a next level experience for your leads and for your clients.
Love it. Let's show them the support and then let's dive in and share with them how they can get started with their own Agent CRM account.
Mm-hmm. Would love to do that. Glad you asked. So what we have here, let's see. Is a few different support options. I'm actually going to, click here, Agent CRM support. So you can see this is our support hub. We've got phone calling. We've got emailing. You can actually create a ticket right from inside of here. You can jump onto Zoom Monday to Friday, 7 till 1 and 2 till 6 Pacific. We've got someone waiting to help with troubleshooting questions. Hey, how do I make this change? Hey, something went wrong. Hey, I need to adjust something. Jump onto Zoom and we can assist you. We've got a thriving Facebook community, not just for support, but other agents are sharing, here's what's working for me. We share exciting events, we share opportunities, we share extra trainings that we do. That's all included. That's all a part of the service that we provide Consultations, Bob is the dude. He's on this call. He'll be someone that people can connect with if you want to know, how do I move forward? It's great to use all these systems. I have an idea of what I want, but I need to talk to someone. Bob is your guy. So there's a lot more. We can get into the weeds of this, but you get the point, is that whatever support channel you need, that's available. Last thing here is that we do have a pop-up widget. If Zoom is not happening, we all love to just get on and just show me the problem. Teach me over screen. Text does not work. But for some issues, for most issues, it's actually just a quick get help. I'm just going to watch it load here. There is an
That's
AI tool that you can just say
24/7, by the way. 24 hours
you
a
can.
day, 7 days a week. Our live chat is there.
So just take a chat with me. I'm going to create a quick ticket. And I just say, hey, here's my problem. Send, boom. These guys are pretty quick here in this chat widget. But that is just multi-faceted. Some of you don't want to go on Zoom. You're like, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to put on my camera. You just give me a quick answer. That's a great place for that. But we really hope to provide a well-rounded support experience so that these cutting-edge tools are actually accessible. Technology, education, and support. Those are kind of our three pillars that hold up the experience of working with us. Some of you already, you're like, yo, I want to talk to someone. Bob is the guy, and in the chat. Again, if we share a link, just click it, put it on your side tab. You can revisit it later. But that's a great place to dive a little bit deeper. Some of you are trying to do something specific and you want to know what it is. Integration with lead sources. Yes, we can do that. Facebook ads directly connected. Yes, we can do that. But the hope is to provide a one-stop shop so that everything can be automated, nurtured, AI-ified within our system, help you close more leads, help you take care of your clients at a higher level. Someone's asking what's included. Like, part of this is like, oh my goodness, there's so many features, it's going to cost an arm and a leg. No, everything I've shown you so far is included with the monthly subscription cost. We'll get into that in a moment. But again, part of my goal is just to show you and hopefully inspire you that technology can take your business to the next level. Some of you love your CRM, and I would hope to win you over. But at the end of the day, I want you to thrive in your business. And that's what these tools, as an illustration of David's point, the power of a CRM, I hope that's what we're ultimately doing here.
I love it. So we got some questions about what's included, and we have a special offer today for people who are on this webinar. So like Will said, everything we're showing you is a part of our base subscription. It is, you have the option of setting up a 14-day free trial. After the end of the 14-day free trial for the base subscription, it is $97 a month. You can get that by going to agent-crm.com/Duford. Let's go through what's included. So number one, we have the full CRM and pipeline, unlimited contacts. You get smart list tagging and that unified conversation feed. Workflows, unlimited number of workflows, which include email, text messages, and more based on triggers, including integration with Zapier. Appointment scheduling. You can set up as many calendars as you want for seamless scheduling. That way you know what they're talking to you about, whether it's a renewal conversation, a referral, someone who wants to join your agency or talk to you about the insurance that you sell. We have marketing automation. We have a streamlined campaign management across all different channels. So we can connect to your Facebook, Instagram, and more. Any email campaign you can think of, you can create and send within Agent CRM at no additional cost, which means you can replace any and all of your email systems that you're using now, like MailChimp, ConvertKit, etc. SMS marketing, you can send as many text messages as you like. There is a small cost to them. We help you stay A2P compliant, but we are not limiting you on text messages. Social media, that's right. If you're using something like Buffer, Hootsuite, something like that, guess what? You can do it all within Agent CRM. We've even written some posts for you that you can import and use. And if you're like, okay, I want to do it myself and create my own, inside of Agent CRM, you guys, we have our own insurance AI GPT that can actually write your social media posts for you, create AI generated images, and help you write your emails. It's wild, right? Sales funnels. Create as many sales funnels as you like. We've got sales funnels already built out and easily customized for all of your insurance products: final expense, health, life, annuities, and even building your agency. Reputation management. We've got some great tools that will help you maintain and enhance your digital presence, including generating social proof. And there's more. Let's talk about what is only found inside of Agent CRM. Agent AI. We showed you that a little bit earlier. It's like David's version of Grace that helps you schedule appointments. It can answer customer questions. Agent AI can respond to text messages that come in. It can respond to Facebook messages, Instagram, Google My Business profile messages that come through, LinkedIn, and more. And it can do it with the knowledge that you give it. It has direct access to your entire Agent CRM system, including your calendar, so it can book appointments for you. And it is included at no extra cost in your subscription. We have pre-built automations. So we showed you a little taste of what we have for final expense, but we have so many more that are in there. We have a complete insurance marketing and sales system set up and ready to go. You customize it with the customizer. You plug in your name and information one time, and it goes through the entire marketing and sales system, from new leads to follow-up after a quote is sent, to onboarding after a client says yes, and now they need to get, send in documentation, etc., based on the products you sell, and even retention and renewal. We have a complete phone system, including call recording, a power dialer, A2P verification, and integrated texting and calling from one platform. And David's going to love this. David, we now have Kixie included as well. So if you are using Kixie, you can use Kixie inside of your Agent CRM account. And we have 24/7 support. So no matter what time of day or night you're working, I'm talking to you, my weekend warriors who are still out there working the phones, closing deals. We're working right along with you with our 24/7 support, with our live chat. And then during the regular business week, we've got live Zoom. We've got a phone support system, so you can just call us and say, I need help. Our Facebook group is working all the time. I'm usually in there answering questions as they come. And you can email us. We have our support team working after hours and on the weekends responding to emails. You also have the option of building it for you. So if you're like, you know what? I want you guys to set up my entire system. I want you to customize my funnels. I want you to make sure that my Agent AI is set up. We've got your back, and we can actually do that for you. We've got the click and play assets. Will was showing you that earlier. That entire click and play library is available for you. We have Revenue Plus. Nobody else has this. One of the things that I was told, I get a lot of feedback from clients. I like to talk to clients on a regular basis. One of the feedback that I got was, Alex, I wish there was a way that I could introduce my clients to other products and services that I think would benefit them, but I don't want to actually go through the sales process. So we've got a ton of affiliate opportunities for you inside of Revenue Plus. These are workflows that cash flow. You can check out the video in Agent CRM on the Revenue Plus page to learn more about that. Also with Agent CRM, we know insurance. We eat, sleep, and breathe insurance marketing. This is all that we do. We know technology, and we take technology and we make it work for insurance. We make sure it's compliant. We know your sales cycle. We know the retention process. We know the business inside and out. This is all that we work with. We only work with insurance agents. So we know what it is that you do. You don't have to educate us like you do other marketing agencies and other CRMs. And we are fully and complete HIPAA compliant. So for those of you that are like, man, I need to make sure that me and my team are on a HIPAA compliant CRM, we are HIPAA compliant. So now there are two ways that you can start to work with Agent CRM. So here's how we get started. So let's go to that next slide, Will.
Yeah, I'll just add one last thing. They're chomping at the bit, some of them. Take my money. One last thing I want to share here about the HIPAA compliance. Some of you how many acronyms do we need to learn for our work? There's A2P, HIPAA, FCC, CMS, just to name a few. We understand that one of the biggest challenges is understanding and reaching compliance on 50 bazillion different regulatory boards. So HIPAA is mentioned here, but there's a lot of other ways where we help steer our agents through what do I need to remain compliant in all these different acronyms that are thrown around there. So I know that's really meaningful, especially A2P and FCC. Those have been big ones. For those of you who know, it's like, anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
How much? Alex, how much?
$0 today. That's right, $0. You can start with a 14-day free trial, and then after that, it's just $97 a month. And that includes every single thing that we just showed you in the demo. There's no hidden fees, there's no surprises, there's no nothing. You have an entire, the entire system for 14 days. You get to try it out. Now, if you're like, you know what, I would love to try out Agent CRM, but I just do not have time to set it up. I want you guys to do it. We have put together a special for you guys because our goal is to help you make money. And for those of you that already have a thriving insurance business going, I just want everything set up and dialed in and ready to go for me so that I can use this right away, we have the David Deferred Special. So the David Deferred Special includes every single thing that we just talked about inside of the Agent CRM free trial, plus a full Agent AI setup, which means we set up your grace. We get it dialed in. We give it your tone. We train it. We educate it. We set it up. We test it. We integrate it with your Facebook, your Instagram, your text messages, your Google, your LinkedIn. We make sure that it's working, and we walk through it with you to make sure that it is all set up. Also, once a month for the next 3 months, we have a meeting where all we do is go over your AI setup, make sure it's working. Do we need to tweak it, change it, optimize it, improve it, add to it? That is our AI Plus service. Now, we also have a Marketing Plus suite that we didn't get a chance to show you. Inside of Marketing Plus, you have full access to our ads library. So we have ads that we are constantly refreshing, changing, adding for insurance products. So if you're like, man, I need new leads, I want to generate my own leads, I want to send people to my website, like I need help generating leads, Marketing Plus is for you. When you sign up for Marketing Plus, we help you launch your first ad, make sure it's connected to the right workflows. And then on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you're invited to a group call where you have access to our experts and you can say, hey, guys, this is what's going on with my campaign. I need help. Because how many of you have worked with a marketing agency before where it is just freaking hard to get them on the phone where they can help you out, right? With Agent CRM, you're not waiting. You don't have to get, wait in a long line. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, hop in there, talk to our team, show them your ads account, say this is where I need help, and they will help you get everything dialed in, set up, working correctly, optimized, etc. We help you lower your lead cost. We help you generate leads for what the products you are focusing on at that time. That is Marketing Plus. And then you get 3 months of Agent CRM with David Special, plus you get 3 hours of additional one-to-one help. That's right, 3 hours where one of our experts is going to sit down with you, go through the entire system, make sure it's set up, dialed in, ready to go, working how you want it. Your leads are tagged the right way. They're showing up in the pipelines the right way. You're importing your old leads and have them organized. You're connecting to your Facebook leads. So that way it's all working. I mean, this is all set up and ready to go. This is the David Deferred Special because David is all about, I need to make sure that the people in my audience can get set up with the CRM and start making money right away. And that is what we have included in this special. We have 2 bonuses for you. Number 1, our famous Revive Dead Lead System. This is something that we came out with about 2 years ago, and it just changed the game in the insurance industry. There's a lot of copycats, but this is the original Revive Dead Lead System, including Agent AI now. And so the way this works is you import leads that you have from a while ago, and it's just been a while since you've contacted them, and you want to get back in touch with those leads. Well, guess what? You can set up the Revive Dead Leads campaign, which has a text, email, voicemail, and AI connected to it. And Agent CRM goes to work to get those leads that are in your system that you have not sold yet, that you want to get back on your calendar, and it pushes them to get back on your calendar so that you have another opportunity to close those deals. That is included at no extra cost when you sign up for this special. The second bonus that you have is what we call our Growth University. Our Growth University is 5 courses that we have created that help insurance agents grow their business. That includes the free Facebook lead funnel, where we show you how to set up a Facebook group, drive people into it, and get them connected on your new database within Agent CRM. We have Facebook Ads 101, which is one of our most popular courses in the insurance space. We've had over, I think, like 7,000 insurance agents use this course so that they know how to set up their own leads. We also have the Agent CRM Fast Track. This shows you how to start making money with Agent CRM quickly, because that's our goal. A full Agent CRM training library, which you have access to, and Direct Marketing Fast Track. This is direct mail marketing. So for those of you that are like, I know that there is money to be had in direct mail, especially when it comes to referrals and retention, we actually help you get set up with our direct mail partner called Mailbox Power, so that now you can use direct mail. Agent CRM works really nicely with others. So if you, Mailbox Power is a great partner of ours. Kixie, which is David's dialer of choice, they work great with Agent CRM. We integrate so well with other systems. If you're using someone, you absolutely love them. 99 times out of 100, we work super well with them. If you have an existing website, you don't need to ditch it. You can integrate Agent CRM onto your website. So we have so many more opportunities for growth for you to take your business to the next level. Now, there's 2 different ways for you to take action right now. The first is to go to our website, which is on the next slide, agent-crm.com/deferred. agent-crm.com/deferred. The link is there. We'll also pop it in the Zoom chat. Now, if you're on this call and you're like, I want to talk to someone, I want to demo this system, and I want to talk to a live person, ask questions, put the word demo in here. Drop the word demo in the chat, and my team will reach out to you and schedule a live demo, answer questions that you have, and get you set up with the David Deferred Special. If you're like, I want to talk to someone before I take action, please put the word demo in the Zoom chat. Now, this is time for Q&A. So myself, Will, and I'm going to invite David back in here as well. We're here to answer your questions so that you can take action. If you're like, man, you know, a lot of people are on here because they want to learn from David. They want to hear what David does with his CRM. They want to learn tips from David. So if you have anything that you want to talk to David about, he's here. And then Will and myself are here if you have Agent CRM specific questions. So we're going to make ourselves available for the next 25 minutes so you can ask questions of us. So if you want us to call on you, raise your hand. I saw that Jeanette raised her hand a while ago. So I'm going to let Jeanette go first, but feel free to raise your hand in the Zoom room so that we can see you. Jeanette Collado, if you're still wanting to chat with us, feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question, and then we'll go to Kevin. All right, I'm not seeing Janet. So Kevin, go ahead and ask your question. How can we help you? What questions do you have?
Well, thank you very much for allowing me to ask a question. It's very simple. I have, of course, a CRM right now. Very interested in moving forward with you folks. Really enjoyed what I've seen here. One of the questions I have, we do a lot of radio and television advertising.
Nice.
Marketing wise, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Spent about 25 years in radio before I got into insurance. But with that being said, we have a toll-free number that we purchased through our other CRM. Yep. I don't know if that's transferable or not. I don't know how that works. But we were allowed to buy a toll-free number through the CRM. Is that something that we can, do you guys allow, do you have something like that where you offer toll-free numbers that we can purchase and integrate that into the system?
Yes, we do.
Okay. And what kind of cost are we looking at for something like that? Do you know?
Alex, I can speak to this.
Toll-free?
What's that again?
So a local number is roughly $250 a month to own the number. The toll-free numbers are roughly $5 per month to own the toll-free number in our system. We directly connect with carrier networks. There's a carrier engine inside of Agent CRM. So you would need to actually purchase and host a number in our system.
Gotcha.
And then you would just cover any carrier fees like the phone number costs.
Perfect.
It's roughly 2 cents per text.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome, Kevin. Great to see you, man. I hope you have an opportunity to work with you. Does anybody else
Same
have
here.
a question? I see a ton of questions in the chat, but it looks like the team is answering all of them, so I'm not going to go through any of them again. But
I'll just blitz through some of the chat
Yeah.
questions. I know some of you might be on your phone, some of you might not be able to see that. Yes, you can upload your contact list. We use CSV files. So if you have different fields, if you have different information, yes, we can upload that into our system. There are options for agencies or people with additional users. Bob would be the guy to talk to if that's what you're looking for. We do have not just the system can be customized, but the type of setup you have with us. If you want multiple sub accounts, if you're an agency, that's a possibility as well. One of the things I did want to highlight, yes, you're buying for a subscription with us. There's a lot of features you may be paying for, like a Calendly subscription. We actually have inside of our system a fully built out calendar tool. There's a few extra features that you might not get with Calendly, and it integrates with the automations. So when you would join us, there's extra things like MailChimp, Calendly. There's other features like that where you actually don't need to double up on your subscriptions when you come to us. You can just build it out in our system and cancel those because it all works together, kind of like Apple. Like we want to be the Apple of insurance technology where everything works so well. I'm an Apple evangelist, so I'm sorry if I offended some people there, but it is a great analogy for what we hope to do. Everything speaks together because it was designed that way in the first place, rather than duct tape solutions trying to make it all work. We're hoping everything you need inside of one account.
Yep. One of the reasons why I think we're the biggest CRM for insurance, we have over 3,000 active users, and we've been trusted by over 10,000 agents since we got started. One of the biggest reasons why is because, one, we understand insurance. Like I mentioned before, this is all that we do. We don't dabble in other areas. We don't have other businesses. All we do is build software for insurance agents. The other reason is our goal is to help you make money fast. And the reason why Agent CRM has been so successful is because people see when they sign up, they walk through our one-to-one onboarding with one of our experts, they get their system set up and they upload their leads and they run the Revive Dead Leads campaign, their phone starts ringing. Their text messages start coming through. They see their calendar start to fill up with appointments and they go, all right, Agent CRM actually knows what they're doing for insurance. Our marketing campaigns that we have work. They work really well. And I think that's why we've been so successful. Not just the tools and the features, but our marketing campaigns work. Our support is there. We're here to help you and we don't leave you stranded. John, you have a question. Go ahead and unmute yourself and fire away.
Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate it. So basically you're saying, if I heard you correctly, other subscriptions like Calendly and MailChimp, it's already a part of the Agent CRM. So therefore there'd be no need to have those subscriptions separately. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
And something like Instantly, have you heard of that, or Zoom Info?
I've heard of both of them.
Okay.
Yep. And so refresh my memory on Instantly. What is Instantly? I know the name.
I'd be lying if I told you I knew it, but
Yeah.
I was on the phone with a marketing agency this morning, and they were, trying to sell me SEO services, and they mentioned that Instantly, Zoom Info, in combination with MailChimp or ConvertKit, would probably be the best, best CRMs to effectively have a cold email marketing campaign, or be able to attach it to your website and get data from there, and perform other sorts of, I guess, functionalities that I'm not a techie guy, but I understood that for cold marketing email campaigns, Instantly and Zoom Info seem to be the best at that. Now, would that also be a function of the Agent CRM to also have cold email campaigns?
Yeah, well, you can use Agent CRM for cold email campaigns. I recommend using other methods besides cold email because the amount of time and money that you're going to spend running a cold email campaign, you're going to generate appointments at far less cost by running an effective, Facebook campaign or doing a giveaway funnel, which is included within Marketing Plus, et cetera. So, however, if you're like, I want to do a cold email marketing campaign, you could use Agent CRM, but I would recommend personally against spending your time and effort on a campaign like that.
Gotcha. Understood.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. It's possible, totally. But as a marketer, I would just say I would try other methods before that. So, especially for
Okay.
insurance.
Understood. And there are other genres of products that you all have built out, I guess, marketing templates
Yes, we do.
for besides, say, final expense, or because I don't really sell much, if any,
We
final
have,
expense.
we have life insurance, annuity, health insurance, Medicare, ACA, retirement planning, recruitment, pretty much you name it, we got it. You can see all of the options that we have inside of our Click and Play library, which you have access to as an Agent CRM user.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Alex, can you explain the 3 months free of AI Plus, Marketing Plus, and then the Direct Marketing Fast Track? Someone had asked that, and I think that's a good thing to just.
Yeah, that's a
make
great
sure we're clear on.
question. Yeah, thank you, David. I missed that in the chat there. So AI Plus is the only AI training where you get a handheld training with an expert. And so here's what this looks like. Let's pretend that David had built Grace, his AI bot, inside of Agent CRM. With AI Plus, David would meet with us once a month, and we would review the conversations that Grace had, see if any changes need to be made to the prompts and education that she has, and make those changes with David on a Zoom call in real time, so that for the next month, either the new information is now processed within the AI bot, etc. So every employee on your team needs a supervisor. There's a lot of people out there that build AI bots, and it's right now currently separate from their CRM. Within Agent CRM, you have an AI bot inside of your CRM, so you can see all the conversations that are happening in one spot. And you can meet with one of our AI engineers once a month with AI Plus. And we're going to help you supervise your AI bot and make changes on a regular basis so that you can continue to train your AI bot. That's AI Plus. Marketing Plus. Marketing Plus is a suite of tools we didn't get a chance to show you during the demo, just simply for time's sake. Within Marketing Plus, you have access to these 3 times a week marketing calls that we do, plus what we call Ad Base, which is an entire library of Facebook and Google ads that we have for all of the insurance products. Final expense, health, annuities, recruitment, et cetera, all the way down the line. I think we have 50 different libraries of ads in our ads library that are ready and available for you to use. So when you have Marketing Plus, you get access to our ads library. We help you launch your ad. You have access to our 3 times a week ad review sessions where we actually go into your account and see how things are going, optimize it, tweak it, etc. So that we continue to drive your cost per lead down. You're not running ads alone anymore. That's the biggest thing that I can, shout from the mountaintop, is that you do not have to do this alone anymore. Agent CRM is embraced by thousands of agents nationwide because we are your tech and marketing partners as you look to grow your business. We know insurance, we can help you. We got great Facebook marketers that all they do is Facebook marketing for insurance agents. So they've seen it all and they can help you get those costs lower. The other thing, direct mail marketing fast track. Mailbox Power is a great partner of ours. Like Kixie, you will have to pay Mailbox Power or Kixie to have access to their platform, but we work in sync with Mailbox Power. And so as soon as, like, you saw Will Winter show off that opportunities where he slid it over and then dropped it into the bought column, right? So they purchased the insurance policy. When you do that, that can kick off one of the automations. Inside of that automation workflow, one of the things that you can do is trigger Mailbox Power to send a personalized letter with your headshot, your contact information, and notes that you have from their account, and send it directly to them. One of our Medicare agents, what they do is they fill in the policy number, the phone number for them to call, for them to set their appointments, and any other information they need about their policy in the contact itself. That they add a tag, signed up for Medicare, and that triggers a customized personal letter that gets sent to that new client with their policy number, with the number for them to call, and the other notes that were made about their policy. It puts it directly in the card and it sends it off to them in the mail as soon as he adds that tag. So direct mail is included and ready to go inside of Agent CRM. You will need to sign up for Mailbox Power. They are the providers for direct mail, and we can help you with all of that. We can get that set up. And that's where the 3 hours really comes in, is helping to get some of these things dialed in and make sure that they're working. Our goal is that you're up and running as fast as possible. When you sign up for Agent CRM, whether you sign up for the David Duford special or you sign up for a free trial, you get a one-to-one onboarding call. In that onboarding call, we make sure your A2P phone registration is set up so you can start using the phone. We set up your email, walk through the customizer, and just answer some basic questions, and then you're on your way. Our goal is to get you set up and rocking and rolling as soon as possible. So yeah, we want quick wins for you guys. We want you guys to go, wow, like, I didn't even pay for my trial isn't even over yet, and I'm already having a full calendar. I'm already, on the phone with people. I'm already getting people responding to the social media posts that I'm making through Agent CRM. Like, I'm seeing value already just within that first 14 days. This is incredible. I haven't even tapped into the power of the Agent CRM system. I've only done a few things and I'm already seeing a return on my investment.
Yeah.
Alex, let me jump in. Let me jump in here real quick, guys. I'll make it simple for you. So the Duford special, it's $1,000, right? You've got 3 months of the CRM that you're getting for free. So you're an additional cost of $700. And what you have to decide, and I think this is the simplest way to put it, is how can I get my money back and return on that investment with the opportunities and offers that are made here? And I can tell you this, guys, just for the marketing advice on creative, getting ideas on what's working, what isn't working, take it from me, who runs a 6-figure a month ad campaign for our free lead agents. Like, that's worth it all day long. Even if you're running just a couple of grand a month, figuring out what not to do is extremely smart, as well as figuring out what does work. So, my advice is, just with that benefit, not to mention the advice on prompt design, that's really, really vital for the AI stuff, guys. I don't think we've really made that clear enough. Like that takes a very high level of specificity to get right. Having that advice is critical. This is well worth the extra $700, guys. You're already going to pay the $300 for a CRM somewhere. So now you got to come up with the idea of, can I cover my costs and make money off of this? And my thinking is the odds are extremely high if you just go through with it and you take advantage of not even all of this, that you can easily get your money back and then make it. So my advice is you to take the Duford special, of course, and I think it will give you a better overall experience and help you make money faster.
I love it. Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So you guys, we are all wrapped up here. We gave you a full demo. David shared his story about what a CRM has done for him. We shared the David Duford special. We answered some questions. I want to respect your time. So we're going to close this out. We're going to send the replay out to everyone, send you some emails with some more information and the link to schedule a demo if you want to. David, this has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for inviting us on here and taking the time to share your personal experience with your CRM and giving us an opportunity to share Agent CRM with everyone else. So We will also I'll be joining the school community that David has. He's invited me to jump in there and answer some questions there as well. So I look forward to seeing some of you in David's school community.
Alex, Will, thank you guys. And especially thank you out there to the audience. Thanks for your time and attention today. We appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah. All right. Bye now.